This feels like the story of your whole process, because to go way back to
the caveman days.
The caveman days, when you discovered fire with your friend Og.
Good guy.
Yeah, really good guy. Really pity that you had to crush his skull with a handmade stone tool. No, I went to Third Man Records and got to make a record with you, which is still one of the tour and then that experience, one of my favorite experiences in my life that I'll always treasure. People later on asked me, what's it like at Third Man Records? And I thought, this is tough. And then I said, you know, Jack is in complete, I've never met anyone, and I mean this as a compliment, who has completely invented his environment. You've created an environment out of whole cloth for yourself. And at first I was thinking it's kind of like an Andy Warhol thing where you've created, you know, the factory. And you've created this aesthetic and this group of people and this look and this tribal, you know, happening. And then I thought, you know what? It's really a Batman villain. Like, you know, whenever you're like, whether it's Mr. Freeze or the Riddler or the Joker, what I always loved about Batman, the classic TV show, is he always got his people to wear musical notes. Or the Riddler hired guys. He went and found common criminals, and he got them to wear turtlenecks that have a question mark on them, and he also got them to buy into the Riddler's aesthetic, and it was beautiful.
It was just a place to store my gear. I didn't have I was renting all these storage units for all the tour gear when we come home from tour. I store all this drums and amps and stuff somewhere. I was like, it'd be nice to just have a building where it was all there and it was on racks, and I could get that keyboard or that guitar and take it to the studio. Not buried away in some storage unit where you need a padlock and it's nighttime with a flashlight, so you get a keyboard. You know, somewhere it's available. That's all I wanted to do with that building. And then I thought, well, you know what, it'd be nice. I got the White Stripes vinyl rights back. The years at the time period had been used up, and now I can print them, and they were out of print. So I don't like records being out of print. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I think records should always be in print. If it was like, if Columbia Records put out some record by any artist, they should always have a stack of them on a shelf somewhere, even if there's 10 of them, you know. So it was going to be it. And I said, oh, you know, let's put a store in the front. There's a little room in the front. Let's put a little store there. And people can ring the buzzer. Maybe once a week someone will come by, and we'll come up and we'll sell them a 45, you know. That'll happen like once a week, you know. And then baby step, and then we had to put a photo studio in the back. So it would be nice to be able to rehearse for tour here for lighting and monitors. To put a stage there. That became a live venue, and now we have a lathe cutting studio behind that stage where we cut the shows direct to acetate, which it goes directly to vinyl, and the crowd can see through the window what's happening, and they're completely involved, and they know what's happening. You're making a record here. It's almost like a TV show now, making this live record.